Hi there. I'm with Preeti Tanwar today to introduce her company, HiEd. Preeti is a founder of an AI-related company for EdTech. And with that, Preeti, I thought you might be able to give my audience an introduction to you, how you got to the place of becoming a founder, and how your business is progressing so far.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan, for even this opportunity to share with about edtechs, because the world is more about fintechs and medtechs. I really see more people asking about edtechs. So this is definitely thank you for this opportunity. And since you asked me about the background, I think I would just want to share that it's been 25 years. I've been serving higher education in different capacities. So while I was working as one of the IT directors, and I time and again I was trying to keep the employees, I had this challenge that I could not retain the employees because higher education, as you know, is driven through the grants and the federal funds and state funds. So we were not able to keep the employees, no matter how much I train them, they will go move on to the universities and all. So I saw a critical workforce gap. We want to have the technical talent to maintain those student systems, but we won't have the budget to retain them or give them the opportunities to grow. So that's when I started HiEd Success as a social enterprise. So basically, it's an IT consulting firm based out in Atlanta, serving US colleges and universities in a niche area of data analytics and AI. So 8 years back, when I started, I'm very passionate about workforce development, especially women. So I took women re-entry, recent grads, first generation students, and then started mentoring them, coaching them into the data analytics area, which is the high demand careers, and folks who have had some development experience but not the data engineering experience, which I have the forte in. So what I started doing was I got partnered with some tech firms like Alteryx, Salesforce Tableau, which is a data visualization. Alteryx is a data modeling tool. Qualtrics is a data collection tool. So these companies have really been kind and they became the partners. They gave the licenses, and we leveraged women re-entry, as I mentioned, and we started doing projects for the colleges for the student success dashboards. And that's when the HiEd Success journey started. And it was really interesting because here, one side, I was able to give the opportunity to the need ones. And then I was able to meet the colleges' demands on the student success dashboard in the cost effective ways.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So, Priti, what was that moment? I understand the backdrop, but that moment you thought that something's genuinely broken here and nobody's fixing it, thus forming
So
high.
yeah. So the digital transformation aspect of it, right? So in higher education, people think that, you know what, they're teaching it, so they would know it. So it's the other way around. In higher education, things go very slow when it is comes to the implementation of digital transformation. So when we want, and a lot of departments work in silos. So when you're talking about student success dashboards, you have to have data from the different systems coming in, from the admission side, financial aid side. So we try to merge them, and in the HR side. So we try to merge them as much as possible. And then for that, you need technical expertise, right? In the data engineering side. So what I picked was the need at the higher education to have these digital transformation as well as the data engineering aspect of it, plus the technical talent that is needed. So I became maybe you can say I became the bridge, the
Right,
workforce bridge.
right.
That's
That's
when the
excellent.
journey started. But then it eventually evolved during the pandemic time when we didn't have much, let's say colleges were closed, there's not much. And I already hired a lot of recent grads. They were PhD data science, master's data science. And then what do I do? So I started building AI solutions. So like latest one I can share with you is one of the things that we are working on, which will be interest to you, is financial aid, fraud guard AI. Don't know if you are aware of it or not, but there is a scam going on that there is a racket of people who'll take the homeless SSN money. They'll take their SSN, they'll apply on their behalf. So they're real people,
Okay.
and they'll apply on their behalf. They will take the financial aid check and move on to the second one. They'll give small amount of money to that homeless people and then move on. So basically it's called identity theft, right?
Yes.
So same with AI bots when they're putting in so many applications, fake applications are happening. They will tell the address and no, it doesn't even exist.
Hmm.
And the financial aid, you and me, where our tax dollars should be going to our students, our kids, is going to some other person, fake people. And before that, they know the college would know they're already gone. So
Wow.
that identity theft we're trying to resolve by our AI, agentic AI, and the self-healing AI, and we call it fraud guard AI, and then helping in the financial aid side.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Yeah, it's too many people preying on other people these days. Anything you can do to stop that. It looks
Yes.
like technology can be used to defraud people at scale. So
Mhm.
tends to use technology at scale to
Right.
stop it, right? So that's great. So tell me, when was the actual founding date of HiEd? What's the business today from where you started? What are your current challenges in growing your
Yeah.
business?
So I think the biggest challenge would be the opportunity aspect. As in the time when I started in 2017, I think I was really, I guess, blessed, fortunate that so many CIOs trusted in this concept of this social enterprise and meeting their workforce needs. So it became a win-win situation. But fast forward to now, because they have been hit through pandemic, they have their own grant issues, and all funds are much more critical. They don't have bandwidth to go with the smaller firms like us, which we would think that yes, they would want to go with small. They are basically either offshoring or outsourcing entire IT.
Right.
Small firms like mine would not be able to keep up. Or they are coming up with a new insurance requirements, or they're coming with a new certification requirements. I fix one certification requirement. The moment I get one, I have to get to the next certification requirement. So I keep going into this vicious circle of getting certified, where by the time I get it, the other person the bigger company has the project. Or getting, maybe you can say that all these AI solutions that I'm creating, getting an opportunity. Like the trust is, I guess, getting an opportunity for this AI solutions and to the smaller firms. I think that is where that thing is not happening. And I've talked to a couple of colleagues of mine who are also building certain AI solutions in the edtech domain and great solutions to help student success. But there's just so much, I guess, noise of AI has happened.
Yes.
And since they're not very aware of whom to trust, whom not to trust, so
Hmm.
what has happened is folks like mine who has had an experience in 25 years in higher ed experience on top of that technology experience, and feel that if I'm struggling, then I wonder the people who are not from higher ed but have deep technology background and want to serve higher ed, it's definitely difficult for them.
Yes. Yes. So what are you doing now, Preeti, to grow to other universities, other educational outlets? Maybe is it school
The easy
systems
one,
too, or
like you go to these conferences, share about it, and then work with one or two universities. So I'm more focused on universities that are trusting us and build the solutions from there to the advanced level rather
okay,
than
they're
just
custom
going for
institutions.
larger universities. Yeah.
There isn't sort of a tech that you develop that you apply many times, but rather you mix and integrate AI components per
Yeah.
requirement. Is that how it is? Okay.
Yeah. So, I like, for example, everyone has to find their own niche. Like for me, it is more of a tier two level universities. I'm trying to find a niche in getting the solutions out because they are the ones who are not too less students, but they have got enough that they can't deal their three or four people. So, for example, one of the latest one which we have done for one of the colleges is a transfer application. So, if Jonathan wants to move to another university, you just want to know at your tips without even applying that where my college credits can be transferred, which particular degree can it be transferred. So let's say you want to go in data science now and you want to leverage your own earlier experience with that. So what we have created a transfer articulation, easy transfer we call it. So it's an AI tool which takes your transcripts, which takes your certificates, and can tell Jonathan these are the let's say you're going in biotech biology, and it can look at that. Oh, you got a calculus A grade, Jonathan. You could be great for biotech engineering. It's a high demand career. So why to just move from bachelor's of biology from one college to another? Why not biotech engineering? which AI can do now. So it can become your career coach. So you're not even gone to the college with at your fingertips. You came to know that can I really transfer to this college? And if I do, how many percentage of classes I will be transferred at max so that I don't have to redo.
Right. Right. That's excellent. So
Yes.
you had mentioned prior to this interview that finding product market fit is your primary sort of entrepreneurial challenge to work out right now. What do you do? Do you have some sort of methodology you're following for finding your MVP?
Generally, you can say that generally shared by the colleges itself, because whatever the problem they are facing, whether it's fraud guard or whether it's easy transfer, we kind of take from them what the problem statement is. So, for example, one of the colleges would say, we have only two resources in the registrar area to do the transfer. How can you help us? So then your easy transfer can help out because it can tell you the patterns, it can tell you which students to focus on, the one who has a maximum way of transfer, then it focus on those so that you can transfer them quickly. Fraud guard is the same. It can tell you a pattern. So from the product market fit, I guess I will say that it is more from the customer end, which is basically they define the product market fit.
Right. Okay. Great. Great. Well, I understand you're also involved in starting up a nonprofit. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that? It
Yeah.
seems to complement your line of work generally.
Yes. So I am very, very proud to share that we have created ElevateHER network.org. It's an ecosystem because you and I both agree that there is no talent problem. You will see a lot of competent women. In fact, I'm seeing more and more competent women in the AI domain itself. They're PhD data science, making strides, doing solutions. They are becoming chief product officer, but yet there's only 2.8% who got the funding if they start on their own. I'm one of them. I've never got a check. I've been doing on my own. Everything is bootstrapped, and up till now, I've whatever I've done on my own. So I personally feel that if I am with 25 years of higher ed, double masters, PhD course of higher education leadership, did my ed tech business, and yet I could be having struggle there, I realized that there are so many women like me who have had the same thing. They have proven themselves through putting the annual revenue more than $1 million. Yet they're having a hard time. Every now and then they'll just keep being asked. So what I wanted to build was an ecosystem.
Hmm.
Can I bring these women leaders from different companies to become their subject matter experts and give them that if I were to hire your product or get this product, then this is what I would looking for, so that they can give real feedback. Or the students who are looking for the internships. So, like yesterday, one girl from New York, she reached out that I have done my master's in computer engineering, but I need an internship because nobody's giving me a job. Could
Right.
you give me experiential learning? So that those are one dean from one of the university called. So there is no question we call it that we're gonna judge you. You can ask any silly question, and those AI summits, if you come, they've been taken care through the mentors that are working in this space, and they're ready to pull you up.
Got it. Got it. Well, that's noble work, and for sure, you are a very impressive example of women in tech,
Thank
and
you.
you've got great fortitude. I'm sorry the world is unkind to females in tech still, but
Yes, it's
that
fun.
probably change.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
we definitely need a change, but I can also tell you that as much as we say there is a difference, but again there is so much supporters. So supporters like you who want more and more women to be in leadership position, more women into tech. So I think it's a blend. All I want to do is through this ecosystem, I want to bring more supporters into that platform so that we can make that 2.8% to be actually the only ones who don't get leadership positions.
Right. Right.
So just twist that around maybe in 1 or 2 years, which maybe AI can do that because now that this is new for everyone.
Right.
So everyone has to start from scratch.
Interesting. Interestingly, one of our current favorite clients is a $10 million company founded and run by a female executive, and she
Wonderful.
took it to growth.
Oh, very nice. So she needs.
Yeah, she's really impressive. I enjoy working for her. So anyway, Preeti, thank you very much for joining us here today on We Built It Because We Had to. I appreciate your time and thanks for joining us.